inside Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And off we go on a sweltering hot day in Tampa. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
On second down, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll manage only a couple. Christian is in there to bring him down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 43, here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He runs with it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Eckler now on first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
The 9-yard line. First and goal, Washington.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. They'll throw with Daniel. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Third and goal. It's Daniel. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
A 25-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Now you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. He continues to play up to his potential. This team's going to be tough to beat.
That's caught left side by Otten. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Third down, it's Irvin. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That is brought in at the 10. They're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width. Not enough depth, and a quarterback like...
And he's in. Cade
puts the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Commanders 3.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That's taken in by Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. To the right side, this is Eckler, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. That's Ibuka in motion. 2nd down throw from Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
An 8-yard gain.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Buccaneers.
So after 1, the Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. He finds his tight end, Keith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
On second down, Baker. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Out of the shotgun, Mason. And he'll take this down to the 2 with a good tackle there. Going to set up third and goal.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Irving goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. So on third and goal, they run in. Sometimes great. That's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Commanders 3.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. On play action, Daniels. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Throwing is Daniel. Looking to Samuel on the outright. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. First down, Washington.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run it once more with Eckler. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a
He
yard.
was brought down by Anthony
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion over Samuel. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 5-yard line.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Daniels now going to look to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Commanders. Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Commanders 10.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. Will try to establish some tempo. as they start this one with 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Deron Payne gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Baker to throw. The throw on the run is complete. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. McCaffrey going to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Daniels finding space at the 40. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Commanders 1st down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Daniel. That one complete to Jalen Lane. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Man in motion is Brown. They'll go play action here with Daniel. That is caught at the 3. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. To the air again is Daniel. It is brought in the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
They send Godwin in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Baker. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Irving now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That is taken in by the veteran Mike Evans. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
This is Irvin, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They send Godwin in motion. Second down throw from Mayfield. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Slot man in motion left. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That ties the game at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. That's caught by Eckler. And he'll get about 8 on that one, and most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 35, here's second and 2. It's Eckler from the pistol. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Commanders.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll go back to Eckler here on first down. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commanders first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On second down, it's Daniel. A short one there, he's got Ertz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in third and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchdown. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Right back to Irving, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught left side by Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That's another quick 1st down. That's a 25-yard gain.
1st down, Washington.
What is the deal?
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Buccaneers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he'll have a Commanders 1st down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Again, it's Eckler. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Gets it to Samuel, left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Commanders will go up by 7.
Commanders 24, Buccaneers 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Irving now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense about ready to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 2nd down, Baker. That's his tight end, Otten. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's Irving, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on
the drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now Mayfield. I had a defender draped all over him and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6
All things
yards
considered,
to go.
it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now, screen set up for Irving. And And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Buccaneers.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Frankie Louvu on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to have a Bucs first down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he will get into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Tampa. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here is 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
The Commanders about to send this one away.
Trey Palmer on the return.
The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession.
From 27-yard line.
Here's first down. It's Otten in motion. They'll drop to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now second
Just a
and
simple
6.
hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Now it's 2nd and 1. A run with White. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. White. Got free, but as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. Got a man! It's Ibuka, complete. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And the Buccaneers, first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They bring their tight end right.
Chase
Four quarters
McLaughlin to kick
could
off
not
for the
determine a winner.
Buccaneers.
We get back underway here in overtime. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Daniels. That's to the right side and incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll be 2nd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Out wide, it's McLaurin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Begins with a run by White. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They go play action with Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike. Is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. A nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
At the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On a zone read, a give to White, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down, taken down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He's got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.